What's going on, everybody? This is the People's Critic, and I'm about to hit you with my old school review of the week, Uptown Saturday Night. Welcome. I'm Untouchable Gary, and this is the Black Mill Review. Alright, now let me take you back to 1974 when you have a classically trained actor with a comedian in his prime. You're going to get comedy gold. I'm talking about Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby. I know all y'all see is a feeble old man now going to court over some allegations, but back in the day, this guy, straight hilarious on film. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all might not be into some of the old school movies, some of the older movies, but this one's certainly worth it. Let me set the scene for you. You got two blue collar guys going to work, slaving every day. One day they decide they want to go out to one of the uptown spots. They had to sneak to get in, and when they do, a bunch of comedy takes place in there. But on top of that, the place actually gets robbed. It gets robbed by a guy named Calvin Lockhart. Talk about him later. And from there, it's just madness. It's just madness and mayhem as they hit the streets trying to look for the people that robbed them, because in that wallet that they took, the guy actually won the lottery for $50,000. So they're going through all this trouble for $50,000. Doesn't sound like a lot of money now, but back in the 70s, that was big time bang. And throughout their wacky adventures, they come up short a whole bunch of times, so they employ the help of a private detective. And that private detective is none other than Richard Pryor himself. This guy, this is before he became the iconic Richard Pryor. This is when he was actually on his way up. And he does his part. He actually steals the show. I can't forget about my man Flip Wilson. He's actually in this too, actually playing a preacher. He does a great job. If you're not familiar with him, definitely Google him or YouTube some of his performances to get yourself all caught up. I mean, he's another comedy legend as well, so that's another gem that you're going to learn about in the future. Now, during these wild goose chases, while they're trying to track down this wallet that they lost, they have to encounter a bunch of gangsters that they actually thought robbed the place they were at. One of those gangsters is Lil Seymour. So while they go looking for Lil Seymour and Big Percy, now if you don't know who Lil Seymour is, he's Harold Nicholas. Now, if you don't remember Harold Nicholas, if you're a fan of the Five Heartbeats, then you'll recall this little guy right here that was talking all that trash to them while they were trying to dance. Well, this little guy right here, he was still talking trash in this movie also, which makes it hilarious. This is probably the funniest scene in the whole movie. You're going to thank me if you go see this movie, or now just pull it up on Fire Stick and check it out. In addition to him and Calvin Lockhart, who plays Silky Slim, you also get Harry Belafonte, who plays Geechee Dan, who's actually borrowing from some of his mannerisms from The Godfather, from Marlon Brando, his character. And that makes for comedy gold also when these guys approach these gangsters about this wallet that they want. They have to make up this fantastic scheme about how they're going to trick the guys into getting the wallet back. And it just causes a whole bunch of turmoil. Look, from my perspective, this movie gets 3.5 stars. That's definitely Untouchable approved. It's one of my favorite classic comedy movies. It's actually the first pairing between Poitier and Cosby. They went on to do 2 more movies after this, which were equally funny. I'll probably be reviewing those also in the future. So take it from me. I'm the People's Critic. I'll never lie to you. Uptown Saturday Night. It's worth the view.